So, hello Bachu. Today we will discuss another important topic, which is endocrine system. Endocrine system. Endocrine system is a type of coordination. Coordination हो रहा है यहाँ पे नर्वस सिस्टम और एंडोक्राइन सिस्टम मिलके कोऑर्डिनेशन करते हैं. कोऑर्डिनेशन दैट इज नर्वस सिस्टम में अपन ने सपोज एक गरम चीज को हाथ लगाया, सो just we will remove our hand, so that is being coordinated, the activities are being coordinated, and endocrine system is related with the nervous system. But what is the difference in endocrine system and nervous system, that we will see first. So nervous system, basic idea everybody has of nervous system and endocrine system. This will be a basic video for class 10th and 11 as well. Endocrine system and nervous system. In nervous system, the impulse is generated fast. There is fast response. First point, fast response. What is the fast response? If we touch a hot iron, so we will immediately remove our hand. That is a fast response which everybody knows. But what is endocrine response? It is a slow response. You must have having doubts why it is slow response. It would be clear if you are watching the video from the start to the end. It will be clear. Just note down the points now. Fast response is nervous system. Slow response is for endocrine system. It is short-lived. What is the word short-lived? Means if I have touched a hot iron, so I immediately remove the hand, and for a short time the sensation will remain. For a short time the impulse will be generated. That will be short-lived. But endocrine is opposite. It will be long-lasting. Just note down these points. Just note down first. Simple. Okay, let me see if these points are mentioned in the text also. Okay, these are mentioned. So nervous system, as the term suggests, the transmission is through nerves. I can write transmission through nerves. I can write. Simple it is now. Everyone is getting it. Okay. Transmission through nerves. That is, this is a nerve. So from the central nervous system to the effector. Spinal response. Then we are removing our hand. That is the nervous impulse. But is there a transmission through the nerves in endocrine system? No. Directly through blood. This is an important point, so mark it as a star, that it is directly through blood. The endocrine system sends its hormone. That hormone also we will study. First we are building a step by step concept, and for building that concept you have to start with the basic scratch, and then we will go to advanced level. Okay, directly in blood, mark a star. Fourth, I can write it is electrical response. Electrical response means through a impulse. It is through as mentioned in the text, electrical response or electrical impulse. excitation, condension will be taking place. But what is difference here? What is difference here? It is through chemical secretions. Chemical secretions that are hormones. Chemical secretions from the endocrine glands are called hormones. Now the term must be clear to everyone. The chemical secretions from the endocrine gland, from the what is endocrine gland, that we will also study. Chemical secretion from the endocrine gland are called hormones. Simple, I can write. Now the basic definition is clear to everyone. If it is clear, just give a like to the video. If it is clear, just give a like to the video. Yes, chemical secretion hormones. So there are many points of differentiation. Oh, okay, the same points are given in the text as well. So these were the differences. You can add more differences, and we will add more differentiations after we are end with this system. So what I was telling you, let me rub this down. Let you first jot all the points in a column format. Okay, done. I am rubbing it. What was our two important terms? What we got? Okay, well, yes, hormone is the first term. Very good. Now, second term, yes, guess the second term. Endocrine. What is endocrine gland? What is endocrine? These were the two basic important terms which we dealt. So, hormones, as you know now, that they are chemical secretions from the endocrine gland. Let's first study what is endocrine glands. These are ductless glands. Ductless glands. Ductless glands means what, sir? Ductless glands means they do not have any duct for specific secretion. Means just like pancreas has a pancreatic duct. Pancreatic duct where it secretes its particular secretions. So endocrine gland lack the duct, so they directly wait, I will write here directly in blood. So they directly pour their secretions in the blood. That is the main 2 points on endocrine gland. These are ductless glands and they directly pour their secretions into the blood. Directly question could be framed. Now also we will discuss two more things in this. Mark a star to these two things. Exocrine gland. As the name suggests, exo means they are duct. They have a duct means they pour secretions in the duct. In the specific duct they are placing, or they are putting their secretions in a specific duct. So that is exocrine gland. And third star term is composite gland. What is the meaning of composite gland? You have guessed that it must be endocrine, as well as it must be exocrine function. Endo as well as exocrine function. Means these are such kind of glands, composite glands, with function in both way, endo as well as exo. They are functioning in both ways, endocrine as well as exocrine. Clear to everyone? Okay. Now what is the second important term? It is hormones. Hormones we will discuss. These are, as everyone is now aware, chemical secretions. Hormones are chemical secretions from the endocrine gland. From the endocrine gland. So this is the first simple way to define hormones, that they are chemical secretions from the endocrine gland poured directly into blood, as endocrine glands lack the duct, so poured directly in the blood, and which target specific, I'm writing in short, specific organs. What is this now? Third term, mark a star. Target specific organs means they have their specific hormone receptor that only binds or that only attacks to the specific organ. Like if I will take an example of estrogen, so that will act on specific organs, and will cause a overall change during the puberty, and also ADH, that we will see. I'm just giving an example. ADH, it generally acts on the kidneys, so it is acting on a specific organ. That's why hormones generally, importantly, they act on specific organs, or they have their specific target organs. So these is basic hormone and endocrine gland. So let's revise endocrine glands. They are ductless glands, directly pour their secretion in the blood. Exocrine gland, they have duct, pour their secretion in the duct. First, composite gland, both function, endocrine as well as exocrine. Hormone, chemical secretions from endocrine gland poured directly into the blood, target specific organs. Organs. And in 11th book, it is also mentioned that hormones, I am writing it here, they are intercellular secretions. What is meant by this? Intercellular secretion means inside the cells, so certain cells are secreting particular hormones. Like we will learn in pancreas that islets of Langerhans, they are cells which secrete alpha and beta hormones. Like that, they are intercellular secretions. So this was about hormone and endocrine gland. The basics are clear. So let us see how many endocrine glands are present in our body. Today is a basic video for 10th as well as 11th standard. So endocrine system, we will write some endocrine glands. First I will write hypothalamus, which is called master of master. Why master of master? Because it controls the master gland, which is now the pituitary gland. Pituitary gland is called the master gland. Pituitary gland called the master gland. Master gland. Why it is called the master gland? Because it seems to control all the other endocrine glands. So these two are present in the brain, and one more gland is present in the brain, which is the pineal gland. It is not mentioned in class 10th ICC, it's mentioned in CBSE 2014-15 edition and CRT book. So pineal gland is also present in the brain. Fourth, we will come to thyroid gland. It is the largest endocrine gland. Write this. Direct questions will be framed from this simple table. Largest endocrine gland. Done. Fifth we will see. Fifth. Parathyroid. Parathyroid. Thyroid gland. Parathyroid gland. Its location is behind the thyroid gland. Behind the thyroid gland. Sixth is thymus. Again, not mentioned in ICSE, but CBSE mentions it. The old edition mentions it, and 11th standard it's required. This is also called, right, throne of immunity. Right, the famous terms related to the endocrine glands, because direct question is framed from this. Seventh is adrenal gland. Adrenal gland, which is also called renal gland, because it is present on the anterior part of the kidney. Two glands are present each on the anterior part of the kidney. Eighth, pancreas. Pancreas, it is composite gland. Composite gland meaning it functions both way, endocrine as well as exocrine. Ninth, testes. Testes in male and ovary in female. So these are also composite glands. CG, I am writing composite glands. Means they are function as a primary sex organs as well as endocrine glands. So let me recall if I have missed some gland. Hypothalamus is done, pituitary gland is done, pineal gland is done, thyroid gland is done, parathyroid gland is done, thymus is done, adrenal gland is done, pancreas is done, testes and ovary is done. So these are endocrine glands, and some of the minor endocrine functions are done by non-endocrine glands also, that we will see in the later of the book. Later of the syllabus we will see that. So note down this. I will revise this first. Hypothalamus, master of master, because it controls the master gland, pituitary gland. Pituitary gland is master gland because it seems to control all the other endocrine glands. Pineal gland, small part located in the brain. Pineal gland. Thyroid gland, largest endocrine gland is the thyroid gland. Parathyroid gland located behind the thyroid gland. Thymus, throne of immunity, associated with immunity. Adrenal gland, also called renal gland because present on the top of the each kidney. Pancreas, composite glands, two functions, endocrine as well as exocrine. Endocrine functions, islets of Langerhans, and exocrine function is the digestive enzymes secreted. Testes in male, related to testosterone hormone. Ovaries for progesterone and estrogen, mostly estrogen and